Apologies. Had to wrap something up in my other chat. I know.
How dare you have other chats?
Multiple social groups. It's just the worst. I was finishing up a post-work angry rant about having to ask multiple people for literally the same thing, which is I just want to watch somebody do this thing so I can see where the error is.
Oh yeah, sure. We can schedule a meeting to talk about that, and we can discuss when would be the best time to schedule it.
You must work at my company. Yeah. Like,
Gotta love
I am
corporate life.
remote. I am IT. I need to look over someone's shoulder. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Give me a person who can share their fucking screen.
Alright.
You are asking way too much, my dude. I'm sorry.
Readjusting to D&D mode. Loading. Force.
Eat a good berry.
Autism engaged. Alright. Yeah.
Oh look, I just got a notification. Nerdhalla is live.
Hi.
Ooh, non-zero numbers.
Bit rate.
Tonight at 11.
Wait, I got... You could play with your magic nose goblin.
Woo!
Yep.
I think Discord is not muted.
Hello, everyone. We're a DM now.
We take control of the VOD.
It's chaos.
Ooh, it might be... Is the audio not split? Well, I don't know what to tell you. I can hear us, but not you.
It is now.
What is it? We control the vertical and the horizontal.
Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to another episode of Efferia Unshattered, the Black Sheep. Let me get my players.
Only in Discord.
And we're live.
Woo!
Nice joke.
Hey.
Thanks. All right, Wenrish, you lost the role. You get to give the recap.
Yeah,
Oh.
crap. Okay, so we started at Uldren's house, and the shepherds had definitely come from for his whole family, as far as we were aware, and at that point, it just this is what they do. They come for you, and they take you, and they take you, and they take you, and then no one stands up for you. No one stops them. So at that point, Wenrish was not in uh, rescue mode, but he was in blow it the fuck up mode. Um, so he went with the tieflings to create a distraction, and our other party members went to the jail to rescue Uldren's dad. Slapstick fun was had by all, mostly in the jail. We kind of forgot the fact that we weren't trying to kill anyone, but we definitely left some fun things behind. We used that to our advantage later on. So everyone forgot that Wenrush is a human and does not have dark vision, and there was some hijinks with that. As after we set the fire, he went one way and the tieflings went the other. So that was fun, stumbling through the dark, and then trying to figure out where the night market was. Had some lovely tea at the night market and met some interesting friends of Uldren, who immediately told us that they were taking some of the noble children with them, which was great, but not so great for the noble children that they hadn't quite gotten to, that the shepherds had definitely gotten to. So that just kind of cemented the fact that we definitely needed to blow this shit up. But the group wasn't on that same page, and we went and we met up with the shadow brokers. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
which conveniently had a sign out in front of their clubhouse. So I don't know about Shadow. They might need to rename themselves. But in any event, we got in, and there was a dragonborn, a halfling, and an elf, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And Dragonborn started using everyone's proper titles, and Wenrush realized that he did not have a title until he was given one, which, blush. In any event, so yes. So the conversation was had about getting the Uldren sisters back and where we might be able to find them, and yeah, they weren't the nicest of people, and I feel like if people experience fire, like their friends and their clubhouse and all their records being set on fire, that maybe they're a little bit more inclined to talk, especially when you may tell them that they're the next to be set on fire. So, but no one wanted to listen to Wenrish, so they got away. But speaking of getting away, we decided to get out of Dodge once we had Uldren's father, and he gave more information to the Shadow Brokers. And when everyone was heading out, Wenrush decided to backtrack in order to find the jail, because kind of figured with what was her name, Alara? I think it was Alara. Was the elf? Yeah. So Alara told us that they were trying to get more magic users out of town, and figured without their clubhouse, maybe they would have a little bit more difficulty rounding people up and taking them to Nymorn. But then Arapsis popped up and did the whole emotional approach, and so Wenrish called it off, lost the will in the window, and so now they're leaving.
All right. So let's get you guys out of the Shadow Brokers. Hold on. Whoop. Put you guys.
No more gigantic map.
Still gigantic map for the moment. Because you guys are going to be heading out. Was there any other... You guys are here. Was there any other preparation or places you wanted to stop before heading out of town?
So this is right about the same area that we set the fire. How is that working out?
Hold on.
Yeah, that went boom.
It's quite on fire. So, but for the Ryan, thank you for the resub.
Yeah, one more thing to do before we got started.
Woo!
Woo! Resubs. All right. It is nighttime. Not very many people are out. The fire is still burning. People are trying to put it out, but paying no mind to you. Which direction did you guys want to head? Let me take you back to the big map for a moment. Oh, you guys are still on the big world map. My bad. So you guys are currently here in Arthadenor. You're going to be headed to Lasmathor. It's about, let's see, it's about 2 days travel. So, how are you planning?
Yes.
How are you planning to travel? On foot, by horse, camel?
Before we plan our travel, I would like to use my druid craft to know the weather in the general area for the next 24 hours.
It's hot and dry.
Alright, so nothing in particular to be wary of, no particular weather events to
No.
make special preparations? Okay.
Maybe get some extra water.
Oh yeah.
Hydrate before you dehydrate.
There's no rivers out there for me to throw things into, so we'll have to be prepared.
Okay, let me go back to the other map. And then I have to find you guys again once it's done loading. Come on. And this is why I can't turn off. This is why my camera freezes all the time, is because I can't turn off accelerated graphics, otherwise Roll20 does not work. You guys are over here. Just outside of the Shadow Brokers. So you've left the Shadow Brokers, it's still nightfall. Head back to Aldrin's, head back to the night market. What is your plan? Just get the hell out of Dodge.
I mean, since the fire is still going, it wouldn't be that hard just to start more.
I mean, certainly we won't be the only people fleeing the city.
Most likely.
And that solves the missing children issue. Because they'll be with their parents outside the city.
Perhaps.
Thinking about Arapsis and myself, it might be better to sneak out in the chaos.
Yeah, how much of our problem are the missing children?
Not too much of a problem, especially since now you know where they are. Or who's taking care of them. But you guys had also had the plans of trying to go back and find the oasis fish and bring it to town in order to protect against the vampires.
I mean,
I think we
Aldrin's
decided
family is more important.
not to do that, considering
We didn't have a lot of friends in this town before, and we're gonna have even fewer now that we burned it down. So
we're not
I
coming
think
back.
the Terran Enclave's potential alliance with this place is not gonna be something that we need to work towards. Might be a lost cause.
Alright, so what's the plan? What are you doing? Getting out? Everybody's leaving. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Definite.
I think so.
2 days later, you arrive in Lasmathor. Let me get the map loaded. Alright, you are here. Outside of a large stone temple. This is where the solar dragon is said to reside. However, you are currently looking for Aldrin's sisters, Mara and Petra, and the mysterious halfling that they were said to be traveling with. You arrive and see little to no sign of life. However, there is a entrance in the rocks leading into the temple.
I feel like I should ask the classic question of how lit is this place?
Not very well lit. Outside it is bright and sunny. However, inside it is dark and mysterious.
Would you say that someone would have to rely on dark vision to see inside?
Most likely. So before I forget, let me add lighting for... Oh, nope, I already have it on Winrish and Dustin. Okay, you're good.
Hi.
I think I already have it on... Yep, you guys admit light, so... Alright, you
Oh.
should be able to see.
Scared, I'm going in.
Yay.
Sounds like it's time for Aldrin to stroll in nonchalantly.
It's a bit of a squeeze getting between the rocks. As you enter, you see lots of broken rubble, bits of mushrooms and fungi growing all over the place. Boars would love this. But again,
I'm real excited.
no sign of people.
I was gonna say if Boris doesn't get in here, I'm gonna be going back out and dragging him in here.
As soon as
I'm
I
gonna
see these beautiful
walk in
fungal
discreetly.
mosses, I will begin a ritual of detect magic.
Alright, how long does that take?
That will take me a ritual, I believe 10 minutes,
Okay.
and then I will be able to detect magic for the next 10 minutes after that.
Alright.
So,
You...
as everybody else is doing their searching, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see bits of you see a sword stuck in the stone here, an axe. It looks like people have been through here at some point or another, but nothing recent. You do, however, see a large circular staircase in the in the upper left corner.
So, Aldrin, your sisters are going to be here, or the halfling is going to be here?
I am hoping my sisters will be here.
Okay, we're heading in.
Now, I don't expect any trouble from our halfling friend, is that right?
Well, I have no idea about that. I have my suspicion that our halfling friend might be this Baccarine we keep hearing about. Which, if that's the case, then we should probably expect trouble.
Trouble indeed.
All right, well, I guess nothing to it but to do it.
This is the ground level of the stone temple. There are upper levels.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the ground for any kind of
And my
traps or
camera froze with me
anything.
taking a drink. Awesome.
Hey,
Hey,
Of course.
Good times, good times.
Yep. Thank you, thank you.
Had to do it.
Alright,
yeah,
Aldrin is stealthy as fuck.
I
Aldrin.
want to try and keep an eye on the ground for any kind of traps or anything that could be waiting for us.
Alright, roll me investigation.
I'm great at that.
You perceive
Oh,
no
no traps
traps.
here. This is perfectly safe to walk on.
Aldrin, from what you know of this temple, it used to be quite the place. Like, the Solar Dragon had several followers, people that worshipped him. Uh, the fact that it's empty seems very odd to you.
Hmm. How long does it look like it's been empty? Like, can I gauge, roughly?
Months, probably.
Hmm. Yeah, I would definitely relay
temple
the
abandoned for
information.
months.
Go ahead and roll me a survival check, Aldrin.
Okay.
Can't guide you right now.
You noticed 3 sets of footprints leading towards the staircase.
Hmm.
2 about your size, 1 smaller.
Hmm. I would relay the information. And like, I'm still suspicious because I haven't found any traps, but I'm still working on an assumption that this might be this fucking back carrying. So I would say try your best to walk in the same footsteps. And I point them out for the rest of the party so that they can see it too.
Oh boy.
Can I, as part of my magical detection, or perhaps if I'm done with my ritual, take a look at the moss and see if it is A, magical, or B, I understand it in some way with my sporadic powers.
Roll me nature with advantage.
Nature with advantage. Alright. That's a 15.
It is not magical. However, it is very odd to find this much moss and mushrooms growing in the desert.
That does strike me as quite peculiar. A non-magical fungus of this nature, growing in such abundance in such an arid clime. Why, I would say something untowards. Does this fungus seem dangerous in any way, or unnatural in any way other than just its quantity?
Some of it is most likely poisonous, but only if you eat it.
My best guess, since none of this moss is actually dangerous or magical, just don't eat the stuff. But I see nothing suspicious about this.
Curious how poisonous we're talking here. Like talking upset stomach or just
Well,
like
don't
straight up dead.
Boars, you would know this to cause paralysis.
Yeah, definitely Definitely paralysis of some type if you were to eat it. Probably not fatal. Probably not fatal. But
What if I were to force feed this to someone with my fist?
that would not be a bad method of controlling a violent situation. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Sounds handy.
I'm gonna pick up 4 of them.
All right, you pick up. I'll come up with the type of mushroom later.
Bet.
Okay. We'll see.
I'm gonna shove a couple in my satchel as well.
All right.
For
Just in case of spores, I'm going to put a
stuff.
cloth over my mouth and nose.
Okay.
And I think I'll take a couple into my pouch as well. I'll just turn. You want some Arapsis? They can. They might be able to, paralyze somebody that gets, either too untoward or a little out of hand.
I feel like a Rapsis would definitely take some.
I don't know what I see.
You are in the ground level of a temple in the desert, said to be inhabited by a solar dragon.
And there's mushrooms. But don't eat them.
Paralysis mushrooms.
I'm going to produce a handkerchief and wrap it in it.
All right. And they had also found sets of tracks leading towards a staircase in the upper left corner of the room.
What kind of tracks?
Humanoid tracks, 2 medium-sized, 1 small.
Now, are they easy to follow? Can I see them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Aldrin
Aldrin
did
points
point
them
them out, yeah.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
so they're fresh.
Yes. Seems to be the only
Yeah.
thing fresh here. Other than
I didn't
foliage.
find any traps, but because I'm still suspicious, I'm pointing out where they are so that we follow them without stepping too much anywhere else. Just in case.
Seems like a
This
reasonable
place is
plan to me.
suspicious.
Best be on our guard.
Do we have any sort of pass without trace?
Yep. I got that one.
Seems like a good idea.
I mean, I just did a bunch of pass without trace shenanigans last adventure. I thought maybe we would try a different way, but since it seems like a good plan to me. If we want to go that way again,
I feel like not pissing off the wrong things.
It's a good point.
Always best to not be like, oh, hello, I'm in the middle of your home. Well, we're just here exploring.
Well then, yeah, let's go ahead and give everybody in the party a +10 to their dexterity stealth checks, as long as my concentration is not broken. As I produce from amidst my beard a sprig of mistletoe and spruce and ignite them with a flourish, and the dark shadows enveil us all.
Every time you do that, Aldrin just disappears.
All right, group
Aldrin
stealth
just
check.
leans into Arpsis's ear and like, I was already gone.
Don't turn me on like that!
I've just gotten used to it at this point.
I
don't like this.
Before.
All right, let's get a group stealth check, everybody, with your +10.
We had long
this.
rest since last time, right?
Yes.
Okay, just make sure because my spells were all used up. There we go. I am one with the shadows.
Good thing for
Ish.
those plus 10s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm
Dustin?
still the top one.
Rolling.
Oh no!
Dustin, how do you fuck up your stealth?
You didn't have disadvantage, did you?
Oh,
your armor.
armor.
Yeah, armor.
Yeah, armor.
Oh, that's painful.
I
You
mean,
just panic a little when you can't see
overall,
your feet.
you don't bring down the average too much, but Dustin is definitely the loud one.
Yeah, I definitely kind of see it more. Well, he doesn't see it, and he's just kind of trying to keep up with you guys and looks off a little bit to the right, lists a little bit away from the path. And I'm just picturing like a rock just like jutting out from the wall just a little bit, and he just smacks like bridge of the nose face first into it. Okay, didn't see that one.
Alright, so you guys head for the stairs?
Yep.
Yep.
Following
Alright.
the footsteps.
I'm
And
going to get you guys...
calling Dustin.
Company! Hooray!
Ow.
Finally,
Oh,
someone
we got a
listen to my
raid! Goblin
stories!
Forge, welcome in!
Woo!
Pew, 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 pew.
Okay, get you guys...
More chaos.
Woo woo! Alright, you get to the top of the stairs and you find a well-lit chamber. And you hear voices. Aldrin, you immediately recognize the voices of your sisters.
Well, hello everyone. What brings you all here today? You all are here to sunbathe, have coffee. Maybe you need a place for the night, some guidance, a book. Please do tell. What brings you around these parts?
What?
Well, hello. Yeah, your friend right here made quite a ruckus downstairs. Hard to miss.
Sometimes cans are a bit louder than needed.
Well,
We're supposed to be quiet.
to give you the benefit of the doubt, at least it was difficult to tell how many of you there was, but I could tell. So,
Mara and Petra immediately run over, seeing Alderin, and give him a big hug. What are you doing here?
Wait. So it's clear, it's like brightly lit here?
Yes.
Okay, great. So then at that point, once that happens, I would throw back my hood and everything and be like, fine, I guess if we're being dramatic.
girls, what is there?
What the hell are you doing here?
Honestly, I thought this was going to be a lot harder.
This is Regalathar. He's our friend. We are here helping him.
Hello.
And they point to a dark-haired halfling.
I'm sitting about 3'2". You can see me with dark hair. A little. You can see a little bit of a white complexion in the hair. Olive skin. Wearing a little bit of wearing a green shirt and baggy green pants and a very large leathery belt around the belly. Really nice trimmed beard, long hair, tucked tightly into a bun, and is looking at you with a cup of hot coffee in their hand. Quite curious. Well,
I want to roll the insight on his name, like when he introduced himself. I'm suspicious about that.
Go ahead.
8.
Oh, I was muted. My bad. Yes. Roll insight. Sorry, I keep replying.
I was afraid I had missed a cue or something.
Nope. Just me being me.
We're professionals.
What's his name?
It's not.
What's his name?
What's his true name? Let's sell him to the Fae.
Yeah.
It's not his only name.
But I'm assuming you must be Aldrin, but what about the rest of you? You know who I am? Now, how about you introduce yourselves? What about you, loud one? With the armor, what's your name?
Little wary to give you a name, but you can call me Dustin.
Well, hi, Dustin. I'm Rogolathar, but you can just call me Rog. My friends call me Rog. And you, heavy bearded man, your name?
Hey, Rog, I'm Borse.
Well, nice to meet you, Boris. You've got manners, as I can see.
Why, thank you. You wouldn't happen to have another cup of that coffee around, would you?
Oh yes, of course. But I'd prefer if everybody would introduce themselves first. But let me get right.
Of course.
Yeah, but let me get right on that. As everybody introduce themselves.
Wait
a minute.
Wenrish.
Well, hi. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Same.
Well, hold
Yes,
on,
perhaps
actually.
It's a thing.
We have a song for this, or rather, I have a song for this because it keeps coming up.
You have a song to introduce yourself. How quite?
No, I have a song to introduce everyone.
Oh well, please let's hear it.
Yes, do it.
So excited for this.
As I take a long sip of coffee.
Well, my name's Arapsis, and I'm the one telling you this catchy little song about a queer little band near you that just might be coming to help you, too. Well, you see I'm the fanciest, and if you don't believe this, you'll see the speed of my lash as I pass, and I won't break a heel before you've tasted steel. Next, there's Bors, keeper of the moors, a plain-talking fellow with an earthly mellow, though you might worry the spores have gotten him, his earthly might is sure to flatten them. But don't you dare cross him, sir, or else he'll take you to the river. Then Dustin might look like a basic human fighter, but if you turn your back, then he's gonna surprise you. Every single time you think his luck is down, when the pot is cold, he won't have a frown. I guess you can say don't count his luck until you've seen the last round. Now, I know Aldrin looks dark and mysterious, but I assure you there's no one better for us. The only thing bigger than his shadow is his heart, so don't cross him or he'll make you part. The side of your neck all over the streets, so just be kind for each that you meet. Now, Wenrish proves I'm not the only twink, and even though he won't greet you with a wink, he's consumed by the fire, and blaze in his soul is held back by the voices who tell him to roll. Now he's too sweet to melt your face, but watch your fucking mouth or learn your fate. Now finally, we end with Zetish, who's not skittish, to show you the rage and the blaze that comes in all of their gaze, so unless you want to end up in half, don't show any sass. It would be crass of me not to add, though it does make me quite sad to point out my quite pointy disposition. But please don't judge us by our skin. I assure you, we have plenty of sin. But tieflings don't need the Inquisition. I hope it's easy to see, from Arapsis to Zetish, we may be dressed like we're part of a fetish, but we're actually here to help your town. So let's take a minute and slow down. Tell me what it is that's part of this quest, and we just might take care of it better than the rest.
Rog explodes into a like the biggest like clapping of hands ever, and seems exactly like that, and seems extremely entertained.
Mara
Matt.
and Petra look at Aldrin like, who the fuck are these people and why are you with them?
Well, I thought the song explained that.
What's a twink?
Oh, she doesn't know. You need to let her. You need to tell her.
Us, darling.
Us. Adventurers?
And with that, there's like a flourish and like a slight holdout of their jacket.
Hmm.
I feel like
Okay.
Aldrin just took like 60 points of psychic damage.
Well, Aldrin, you see the Brog here. We met him in Orthadnor. He was very nice to us, but the Shadow Brokers seemed concerned about him and set us on his trail, only to find out quite a jolly fellow, as you see. But we were sent to find his true name. However, as we have learned, that puts him in danger, and we can't have that. So we're here protecting him.
In true stuff, we've mostly been sunbathing and just reading books. But that's good company.
Yeah, look at this tan.
Thank you. I work on it
Makes
every day.
perfect sense.
I'm gonna slowly walk over the other side of the table, and I'm gonna hand Boris a nice cup of coffee and return to my spot.
Trug, you're a really great host.
Oh, well, you're welcome. You seem like a very great guest.
I like this guy. And me and Chad are just gonna sidle up to the table, and I'll start sipping on my coffee and share a little bit with that.
Aldrin is very suspicious of everything that's going on right now.
This is perfectly normal.
Aldrin, roll me a medicine check.
Okay.
Your sisters
You die.
Your sisters look perfectly healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Do I notice Aldrin looking at me suspiciously?
Let's see. Roll me perception check.
Oh God, help! I don't. I have not
I'll
touched
just roll a
Roll20
d20
to
for
it.
you.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, you would notice.
All right. Well, I'll look straight at Aldrin and I'll say to him, "Well, sir, your sisters did not do you justice. You're much more muscular than they told me."
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. So welcome. Anyways, if anybody wants another cup of coffee, I'll prepare some more. Girls, maybe you would like to have a nice reunion with your brother, I'm assuming.
Oh, yes, you must see the library. Rog has such a collection. Please, come this way.
Oh, yes, please follow.
Alright. Who's following the sisters?
I will.
Okay.
Oh, definitely.
Might as
Aldrin?
well.
Alright.
But I was just whispering into Boar's ears before I left real quick.
Okay, hold on. Let me get everybody to the right side of the room. Ta-da! Library.
But by other things, do you mean poisons? I whisper back.
Well, not just that, but mind control should be a concern.
Well, I've found historically that mine is a very difficult mind to control even at the best of times, so I'm not usually worried about those sorts of things.
Good.
You got something in particular in mind? See what I did there?
Just any odd desires to protect.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. If I feel a sudden desire to protect somebody who isn't already my friend, I should be suspicious of those feelings. And Boris gives him a knowing wink.
Yes. Something like that.
Something like that.
Alright. Arapsis and Zedish each roll me a d12. Alright, as you start looking around, you start to notice there's an epic amount of smut in this library. Zedish, you find Brutal Clitical, The Path to Climax by Ophelia Moanswell. Arapsis, you find Fistus in Love, Tome of Hose by Lovelace Fistingdell.
I actually knew Fistingdell. It was a lovely, lovely lady.
Oh, you did?
I'm picking it up. Arapsis, this.
Oh, well, that's a rare one indeed.
Oh yes, it took me quite a while to acquire. But if you ask me, the best, one of the best in my library is definitely Buttception, a butt within a butt within a butt. Or maybe you could be interested in reading Proudfoot Pirates, Haunt My Balls. Steam and No Sparkle did a fantastic job writing this one.
You have certainly a collection.
Oh yes, indeed, fantastic. Read one. Feel free to take one and have a read.
Petra pipes up. My favorite is 50 Beast Shapes of Fae by Puck Wildbeast.
Wenrish is absolutely not touching anything and is bright red.
I will slowly approach Aldrin with a book in my hand. I'll put my hand like very softly on his shoulder, and I'll say, you look like you look like the kind of person who would enjoy this. This is the Gentle People's Guide to Brothels. Here, have it. I have another copy, and I'm gonna lend him the book.
I'll take the book. Still looking at him very suspicious. What the hell is going on here?
You got anything with dwarves in it?
Well, this one, the dwarf isn't really the protagonist, but hold on. Are those your tentacles or mine, or hold on, let me have a look. When the succubus comes calling, there is a fantastic chapter. Chapter 3 is about a dwarf. Actually, you might enjoy this one.
That one sounds pretty good. I'll grab that one. Thanks very much.
It takes a while to get started, honestly. It doesn't grab your attention on the get-go, but as you keep going, I'm sure you'll find it interesting.
When the succubus comes, add it to inventory. Thank you.
When the succubus comes calling. Zedish, you find one called Fate of Fistus Into the Maelstrom.
Ooh. I'm gonna grab it. Pull Renwish closer.
And next to it is Fate of Fistus 3. Harder, better, faster, stronger.
Ooh. Yep, I'm pulling Renwish over here, and we're gonna look at it together. Like, okay, that's what a twink is. This is a twink. You are this.
I'm that. Oh God, what are they doing? Oh.
Are these writing prompts? Are we expected to have these before the next session? Like, at least drafted?
I mean, if you want.
ChatGPT's not gonna be happy with that request.
They didn't even ChatGPT didn't even like me making up these titles or coming up with the authors. It was very angry with me.
Like it.
It did not want to produce smut, but I made it anyway.
It can die mad about it. This is great.
You're gonna make smut and you're gonna like it.
My favorite is Will It Fit Too? Probably Not, A Centaur's Quest for Love by Studley Horsington.
Yes.
Oh yes, Boars, this one is illustrated as well.
Chadley can't read, so it helps him to be able to see the pictures.
Why do they keep saying
Why is
that they're
that
going to go
person
look at
doing
sketches?
that to that other person? That doesn't look comfortable.
I'll tell you when you're older.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Did you take your good berry today?
Yep.
Good boy.
There's an awful lot of sketch looking at in this.
Can I ask what or who Chad is?
Chad is a fairy dragon. Boris is familiar.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
He helps him remember by looking at photographs.
I don't remember you ever doing that before. Is this what people do to each other?
I'm not entirely sure. This is my first exposure to such material as well. I got to admit, Chad, I didn't want to tell the rest of the group that I can't read. So just keep that between us.
Okay.
Anyway.
I would like to roll insight on Bull saying it's the first time he reads smut.
Go for it. And then Boris, whisper me deception or persuasion.
Okay.
This is the best inside check ever.
I was just
all
gonna
the suspicions
assume
of
that it's that he
everything,
can
but
remember.
Well,
Boris is legitimately not terribly experienced in this category, but this is not his first time looking at smut. And you can tell.
It's like, what? That's Smith? What is this?
I've never seen something like this before. Gotta investigate it further for scientific purposes.
That particular book, Boris,
Thaumaturgical purposes.
Boris, that particular book has like a fold-out section.
Oh no.
Oh god, it's a pop-up.
It's a pop-up book and Boris gets slapped in the face with a paper penis.
This is the perfect opportunity for you, Grim. Penis joke.
Yes, penis jokes. Penis jokes everywhere.
Can I roll a perception check to look deep inside myself to see whether or not I'm deeply uncomfortable?
Roll me a wisdom check.
Wisdom save.
Oh, yeah, you're fine. You feel like you should be disturbed by this, but you're not. And that's almost more disturbing.
Nope, I'm fine with that. Yep, Boris is Boris. Nobody can judge me. Anyway, moving on.
I mean, in this group, who's gonna judge you?
Pretty much.
True.
Less worried about the out of character group than the characters being judgmental. Then again, yeah, fair enough.
Point stands.
Hmm?
I want
Rich
to
gets lost.
take advantage of the whole distraction of smut and all of that to take my sisters aside and kind of try and figure out what the fuck is going on here. Like, what the hell is this?
He's he's our friend. We couldn't put him in danger. I mean, look at this place. How could...
Right.
He's such a sweet soul. How could we ever put his life in danger? Knowing his true name could mean his death. That's what the Shadow
This
Brokers hired us to
place-
find.
Have you even seen downstairs lately?
I
Like,
mean,
this used to be a temple. It's a ruin.
well, Rog hasn't had any company for a while, so we thought we'd, come hang out, keep him company. Also protect him.
Why protect him? If he's been living here for a while, why would he need protection? I feel like he could handle himself, probably.
Well, you see, he's not really a halfling.
Okay.
Rog, do you want to show them?
What, here?
Maybe
I don't want to break the furniture.
upstairs?
Oh, yes, good idea. All right, everyone, please, please do not take my books. Leave them here for the moment and follow me. And I will
Come back, Redfish.
I will lead the way upstairs.
Alright, I will move you guys all upstairs. Hold on.
No.
Beedidoo, beedidoo, beedidoo.
And I realized that I didn't upload the art for, hold on, I'll put it in, I gotta, 1 second here, gotta upload the art to, where did I put it? Sorry guys. It's what happens when the DM realizes they're not fully prepared.
What? Not fully prepared for our shenanigans? Impossible.
I'll quiet you.
Hey, at least this time you didn't give me a weapon of warning.
It's true, I did not.
As we walk up the stairs, I'll address everyone and I'll say, I'm very sorry about the state of this place. I had a lot of plans to make this place better. Believe it or not, I wanted to install a water slide on the roof before, but unfortunately, people don't pray like they used to. Unfortunate.
All right.
I can really see how that would be conducive to the entire thing.
A water slide?
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's fun. The children love it.
And you watch as Regalathar steps over here and turns into...
Oh.
Oh.
That's
Hello.
Huh.
Not a vampire. Okay.
I haven't done that in quite some time. Much better.
Which brings us back to our previous statement. Why do you need protection again?
Well, you see, knowing a dragon's true name allows you to kill them.
Yes, and I very much enjoy living.
Meet Zuma.
So usually dragons have the ability, oh, I don't know, to try to stop things trying to kill them.
Yes, but I like the company, and these two have grown quite fond of them.
Immediate side eyes to Aldrin at that statement.
Okay, 1 second, Nerve. I'm bringing up your new token.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, I was taking notes. I have no idea what was just said.
Dragon like being alive. Find name, dragon die.
Dragon very fond of your sisters.
Yeah.
Do I hear wedding bells?
Oh no.
No, you do not. No, you
They're
do
Sky-
not.
Great.
And they're Skyrim. Come on, you've seen the Skyrim mods.
Oh no. Oh, many no's.
So are we to assume that you're a sort of good dragon, or the other kind of dragon?
I mean, what would hell? I haven't burned you to ashes yet.
Yep, I think your sisters are safe. He's a good dragon. If it was the other way around, they could have some trouble.
See, now you understand why we couldn't hand him over to the Shadow Brokers. I know it means that we broke our deal and they'll probably come after us, but hey, now we
Oh,
got a dragon to protect us.
They sent us.
Yeah.
They sent you.
You can see as soon as you say that, you can see Rog start to tense up quite a bit.
Well, actually, what they sent us for was to bring the sisters back.
Probably to
That's
kill
right.
us.
Oh no.
I didn't say anything about you.
We very specifically made sure that your safety was promised to be returned back to Uldren. That was a very careful negotiation on our part.
Oh.
Well, thank you. But we like it here.
Well,
Uldren,
yes,
don't make us leave.
I understand that, darling, but I get the feeling the next group won't be so welcoming.
You're right. But well,
The
Rob, will
issue
you be
here.
okay without us?
I mean, I've managed well so far, but you make your own choice, darling.
We're not saying at this point that, once we're finished with all of that and you're able to tell them whatever, that you aren't free to do what you wish, but taking care of this will at least get them off your back.
But you don't understand, we can't just give them any name. We have to give them his name. They'll know if we're lying.
So the issue is, you know his true name. I'm going to turn to Arabsis and do you think anyone back home would be able to manipulate the memories, make them forget the name?
Well, actually, and Arapsis turns and looks over at Bors, and then slowly lowers the head to Chad, and goes, there might be somebody closer at hand that has knowledge of how to manipulate and at least forget memories. Or isn't that the story that Chadrick explained to us? Yes? Your entire binding came down to the memories of Bors, yes?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
If binding memories is really the question.
Does Chad, I know you help me remember things, but can you also help people forget things?
think so.
If this was if it was a time for you to discover that you had a new power that you didn't formerly know about, this would be a great time for you to realize that about yourself. And just saying.
I know, it's funny that people with issues with memories might not remember their powers, but...
About all I could do is this, and he suddenly triplicates himself.
Oh. Not particularly useful for our current scenario, but that is good to know.
I can do that once a day.
Well, good job, little buddy. You did it. I'm proud of you.
Big buddy.
Well, is there anything that we can do to help you before you return us to the Shadow Brokers?
I'm still a little unclear on why we have to return them to the Shadow Brokers. It seems like that's yet another thing that we're just doing because we were told to do it.
Well, that's
Yeah,
more
I'm
of...
not very inclined on doing that.
Well, yes, but, I mean, I do believe the exact point of this quest is that when you don't return to the Shadow Brokers, they send other people after you. You tend not to try and short the mob. So,
Yeah.
in this situation, we took the deal.
Yeah, but Dragon.
And again...
changes the equation a little bit, don't you think?
The only problem I see is dealing with their memory.
But I don't want to forget him. We like him.
But it's not so much forgetting him as forgetting specifically his true name.
Can I revert back to my halfling form?
Yes.
Thank you.
It's really just being able to remove that memory much as they will want to remove it from you.
At least we made a deal that they wouldn't remove your heads.
Is it possible we could maybe remove the memory from the Shadow Brokers that they were interested in, or that they sent the sisters out on the mission?
Well, there's
Well,
an easy
really-
way to do that.
I mean, as long as we can find someone with this sort of ability, it comes down to just being able to remove the memory of just the name. Everything else can stay the same. It won't matter.
I mean, we did find all those mushrooms downstairs, so in the event that Chad isn't able to do it, maybe the mushrooms can.
Yes.
Clear.
And
do we have any other possible solutions besides erasing people's memories?
Fire.
I don't know, yeah,
That
well,
tends to erase things.
Well, I can see a two-part solution.
Mushrooms, then fire?
Aldrin may not appreciate the fire solution.
Fire is technically involved in the two-part. Part one would be getting my sisters and, I guess, potentially Rag as well back home. And part two is, well, the brokers can't send anyone after us if there's no broker.
How you talking my
True.
language?
But, well, I
They're
hate to
expecting
say
us to
this.
come back to them.
Well, yes, but though we may be thinking of this as an office, perhaps we should not be thinking of it as a kingdom. Are we sure the Shadow Brokers are only that office?
Oh, there's definitely got to be more of them than that.
Not really in a position to take the Shadow Brokers very seriously. They put a sign outside of their office saying that they're the Shadow Brokers.
Well,
Point.
that would more allude to the fact that they don't need to.
Well, they should change their name then.
Yeah, it seems pretty unfitting to me.
But that's
I don't know what
exactly
they're
the
talking
point.
about.
The point is, why do we want to piss off an entire organization?
For family
Yeah.
and
So they
love
don't-
between two girls and a dragon.
Yes, but the alternative we're proposing, rather than burning the bloody place down, is simply finding a way to remove this memory, or in that category, so that they can still be returned back here, to still prosper and enjoy.
Well,
We can still stick to part one of my idea, which is to get the three of them back home.
I think we can agree on that one as a first step, yeah.
Well, yes, but I don't believe the dragon needs to come.
I mean, we're not leaving the dragon behind.
Why not?
Based on all that smut downstairs, never mind.
Well, two
We
things
could
about
ask if he
that.
wants to come with us.
Right.
I'm not much for a crowd, but I appreciate your willing to help.
Well, you wouldn't be alone, and also, that's a fucking dragon. Like we could use that help back home.
True.
What is happening at home exactly?
How do you
we're
feel about
organized
vampires?
enough. Right, there is the vampire issue, but
vampires.
yeah, we're organized enough that one fucking pretentious noble was enough to set a bunch of our houses on fire and try to take control of our ancient automaton.
You shouldn't be worried about vampires. They're pushovers. A little bit of sunlight, and they're toast.
Well, they're planning on fixing that issue.
Huh. They're green. They're getting creative. Interesting.
We found a fish that makes an unlimited supply of holy water, though, so we figured, we could probably... But now that you mention it, you're a dragon, a solar dragon in particular.
Indeed.
Perhaps particularly fitting. Let me know if you're picking up what I'm trying to put down.
Well, I think I'm picking up all right.
You're a solar dragon.
Oh
and
yeah,
they're vampires.
I'm understanding where you're getting.
Synergistically,
If you're asking, yes, indeed I can help you. Will I come with you though? That is another question. As I said, I'm not much for crowds, and I've been enjoying the company of Petra and Mara here. But I don't think traveling with a group, especially not far away from my abode. I don't think that I would like that very much. But I'll tell you what. You seem to be keen on solving my problem. Pitch me an idea that I'll like to keep me safe, and I'll return the favor.
I actually do have a few questions for you, separate from this quandary.
Do ask.
Well, you are a solar dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is your connection to Asterion?
That's the sun.
Well, you can say we're kind of best buddies, though it's kind of it's an interesting relationship. I do love sunbathing. I do enjoy the sun. I worship it. Some would say that I am in some way an embodiment of the sun. I think you're answering your question yourself. I am a solar dragon. And what do you think my relationship with the sun is?
Well, my next question is a bit more complex.
Please.
And that's why the first one, perhaps, I was hoping for a bit more clarity.
Please do ask.
One of us is supposed to be the child of Asterion. If you are connected to the sun, then if this is true, then one might believe that you might be able to tell this.
Kate, do I feel anything particular coming from a party member?
Yes. Zedish, specifically. The other red tiefling.
I will slowly point over to Zedish. You mean this one? Please, Zedish, tell me, what's up with you?
No, that's a good question. A lot of people have been telling me that things are up with me, but I don't know what's up with me.
But what do you feel deep down? Tell me.
It's hard to feel things other than rage. I'm always angry at everything.
Let's try something, okay? Please take my hand, follow me. And I will lend my hand and just wait for her to grab it.
Zedish awkwardly grabs the small hand.
I'm gonna lead Zedish over to the side of the building, and I will place their hand palm up, so that she can feel the heat of the sun hitting her the inside of her palm. Close your eyes. Feel. Take a moment. Tell me what you feel.
Zedish, as you absorb this sunlight and warmth, something seems to kind of spark in you a memory of a similar temple, but you remember robed figures standing over you and placing some sort of blessing upon you before you were given away, taken from your parents.
Oh. That's new.
How do you feel? Tell me. You've seen something.
I'm remembering something. I'm remembering something about my parents. That's never happened.
There is potential in you.
You can see Zedish is a little freaked out and a little scared, but interested?
I don't think I can do anything more for you for the moment. Connect to the sun every now and then. Search deep within. There is potential in you. You need to embrace it.
It's good to know.
All right, everyone. Well, back to the matter at hand. To answer your request, yes, I can help you with your problems. But until you give Mara and Petra a solution that they'll like, well, only until then, I will give you something.
Rog has items that might be able to help you with the vampires, but he doesn't give them away freely.
Oh no, and I'm not too sure yet that I'm willing to give them to you. But I want to make sure that I and these two lovely ladies will be safe first. Afterwards, maybe we'll play.
Brog loves poetry. Do any of you know a poem? A haiku, perhaps?
Rog will point at Dustin. What about you? You've been awfully silent. You look like the smart silent type. Have you got any fun play on words for me? Some poetry, a haiku, anything, please. What comes to mind?
Well, why'd you ask me that? I'm not the sharpest one here.
No, it's not always about being sharp. It's about the heart, little friend.
It was a haiku.
Oh, we've got an
Whoa, wait.
observant one.
That one worked.
Well, that is you out of the equation. What about you next? Herapis, you said you seem like quite the. You seem quite able with words. Let's do something else. How about a little poem? What subject? What could we choose? How about friendship? Something about friendship. Yes, I like that very much.
Damn, and my haiku about smut was almost ready.
I mean,
I'm
you
so
could
sorry.
say it anyway.
Come on, make it worth my while, and I'll make it worth yours.
One moment.
Oh, no problem. Take your time.
Friendship is painful. Oh, fuck, I forgot the second line I just had.
While our friend here thinks about it.
We walk it. Friendship is painful. We walk it despite the pain. I regret nothing.
Oh, quite interesting. Rog will give like very like little golf claps. Fantastic. And finally, Wenrish. That's your name, correct?
Yeah, I don't know too much about poetry. There was something I heard a bit ago. Let me see.
Let's have some fun then. Let's do some word associations. I do love those. Tell me the first three words that come to your mind when you think of Boars. What is the book that you had in your hands earlier? Boars.
When the succubus comes calling.
Oh, yeah. No, I was just pulling it up. I wasn't rifling through my backpack. It was when the succubus comes calling. And
Perfect. Well, Rish, the first three words that come to mind when I say the words succubus.
I don't know what that is.
Anybody care to explain? Come on, I will not ridiculize myself that much. Help your friend out a little bit.
Well, it's a devil of the female variety that lives to drain men of their lust and souls.
Blush.
Boris pulls the book out of his satchel and points at the front cover. And they kind of look like this.
Oh.
Very popular in some circles, darling. It can get a little gauche.
And at this point, it's really hard for Wenrish not to look at the cover and then look at Zedish and then look back at the cover. Go, pass.
No. See, that's more muscle dommy. That's more slutty leather.
But leather and I don't,
They're just flexing a little bit. Pretty proud of themselves.
Oh, your friend seems to be keen on helping you out. Take a good look at them. First 3 words, come on. Stop thinking, feel it. You need to embrace it. Succubus, what comes to mind?
Yeah, so there's the gaping mouth of it's just bright red. So, yeah. Did you write all the books downstairs, or are they from various people?
You can see Rog has a giant grin. He is very much enjoying seeing when Rish being embarrassed, but not like not in like a bullyish way. He's just like he's enjoying this and he thinks they're adorable. And Rog is going to slowly turn his gaze towards Zedish, and will say, "What about you? First 3 words, succubus. Help your friend out. He's quite adorable."
Fun. Dangerous. Thrilling.
Oh, I like that very much. Good job. And Rog will slowly walk towards you with his hand up, waiting for a high five.
High five.
Yes.
Oh well, you do have the lot of you have quite the substance, but it's not all about fun. I need to measure your worth and your wit as well. I'm not gonna willingly give some of my precious belongings to people who are not capable of handling themselves.
What makes you think I can't handle myself?
Well, I guess we'll see in just a second. Petra, remember the little contraptions I set up here on the roof?
Yes. And Petra points to the various crystals around the.
Well, I'm going to take a little seat and enjoy this little trial. Would you be willing to walk them through the steps, please? And Rog will slowly walk away and drag a little folded chair and sit on it in the corner of the room, arms crossed, and will look at the rest. Look at the rest of you.
Well, you see, the big gems react to heat. You need to figure out how to direct the beams into the gem by hitting the other crystals in the right order to make music.
And Mara, what's the catch?
Every failed move increases the heat.
Yeah, and it could get really hot in here. This is going to be fun.
I feel like the music is either gonna be the Black Parade or
Or what?
Rick Roll.
Nope, it's that.
There we go. All that.
Oh my god.
Honestly, I was hoping for the Rickroll.
All right, pick a crystal and start.
Do they all look the same?
They do.
Am I still
Okay.
detecting magic?
You are, and every crystal is magic, as is the gem in the center.
Dang it. Well, they're all magical crystals, so we're not going to be able to use any process of elimination.
I'll give you a hint. It starts with the one on the far side. She points to this one.
I was about to say, I think there's 3 of them on the far side.
So we have to channel through these 4 crystals into the middle, or
There are 8 crystals that you have to channel into the middle.
Oh, there's 6 of us. We know the first one, so that brings it down to 7 we gotta figure out.
I'm sorry, this one. I was wrong. This one.
boo.
So what exactly are we channeling into the crystals?
You're channeling sunlight, darling.
Sunlight.
So
okay.
you hit the crystal to activate it.
Ooh. And you said it heats up if we get one wrong?
Correct. Oh.
Oh, that's a big touch.
Boris slams into the crystal and a note rings out, and you watch as this one and this one light up next.
Okay, 50-50.
Oh. What do you guys think? The top or the bottom?
Bottom.
I'd like to
I'm always
investigate
one for
this one closely.
I say we
Just in
start here.
case.
I guess I'm what you might call a power bottom. So
And me! And he whips the crystal. I like to get it done!
All right. This one and this one light up.
Okay, so we know that this one is next, so I'm gonna hit that.
All right.
do you deliver an innuendo-laden quip?
Nope. I just smack it.
Move this man!
So
Hold
this
the
one
chase.
and this one light up.
I'm gonna go smack that.
All on the floor.
Oh my god.
I was trying to remember the next line.
I believe the next line is smack that.
Give me some more.
All right.
With
then
my whip.
All right. You whip it real good. This one lights up and this one lights up.
Okay, so I guess it's that one, and
Mhm.
kind of fumbles with the sword a little bit, and smacks it, sort of.
I think you can even shoot it if you want to. They said beam.
Yeah, and you have fire, so they won't light.
Okay, because that would actually work a little bit better, since I'm not sure exactly where the
We're sure you're to hit with the spell is better than the sword.
just a bit. All right, there you go. See if that works.
That hits. This one and this one light up.
I mean, I guess I'll just pivot over and hit the one up top then.
All right. Smack it. Unfortunately, that is not enough to
Plus
activate
5.
it, and these two go out.
I got it. And I run over and smack this one with my shillelagh.
Wait,
No, stop. Stop.
As you do, the heat begins to rise.
This is fine.
You all take
God damn it, balls!
6 points of fire damage.
Ow!
Oh, roll me back up.
So 3.
I am resistant to fire.
Hot, 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 hot.
Must be nice.
I'm not. All right, so
So
if they didn't
This
get
one,
that up there, so
this
then I would have
one,
to do mine.
this one,
Or are we starting all
this
over
one.
again?
We're
starting
starting
all
all
over again.
over. From the top.
Are the previous ones still lit, or
They are.
Okay.
Starting over.
Wait.
Oh.
No!
No.
Boris drops the shillelagh on his own foot.
Okay. I'm going to very quickly shoot the top crystal.
No!
All right, do it.
That was almost not fucking 20. God damn it.
It misses the crystal.
Okay,
Wait.
here.
Like,
Wait,
no
no,
balls on
here,
anything
we got
else.
it. We got it.
Wait.
But I got it.
Wait. Does
Yes.
that mean we should hit the previous one?
Okay, my crystal, is it out or is it still lit?
It is still lit.
Okay,
The ones
so
you're
then
currently standing at are all lit.
okay,
Okay.
so go ahead and hit that with the fireball. The one, this one,
Okay.
Up. top left. If it will give me the, there we go. Roll. Why? Okay.
That'll do it.
Oof.
That one lights up, so then the final 2 light up. This one and this one.
All right. Now, balls. Hit the bottom right.
That one. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes. Now
All
we're good.
right. Shillelagh. Just kind of taking all the fun out of it now.
All right. The final one begins to chime.
All right. Bring it home, Dustin.
Dustin, you going for it?
I mean, I might as
Informed the
well.
head.
I feel like just for fun, because the numbers are still going to be the same, he's just going to punch it.
Falcon.
Yeah. All right. You watch
Melodic?
as the gem in the center starts to glow a bright, radiant light, warming all of you. And you watch as Regalathar is just kind of basking in the light.
Oh, feels good.
What? Question mark?
No, that
Or
was
just
it.
Procedure.
No, just hot.
No, I've been called that from time to time.
Swing my
Forrest, did you
shillelagh
just-
at the large crystal.
It makes a clang, and you take
You die.
2 more fire damage.
Instantly consumed in fire.
Uh,
That seems like a bad idea. It looks hot from here, actually.
I regret my decision immediately.
I mean, I'm familiar with hot things,
Nope.
so
Yep. I regret my
trust me on
decision.
this, darling. I know it sometimes can be easy to forget, but the sun is warm.
Rog will look over at Zedish and will say, "You know what to do. Close your eyes. You have a connection to the sun. It's very evident from here. Guide them."
I'm gonna take a deep breath in and close my eyes. See what happens.
I gotta open another document. 1 second.
All the tabs.
All the tabs. Scroll through 37 pages. Scroll up from there.
Takes 20 minutes to go through all the description of the smut books we've been sifting through.
Yep. You have a vague memory of being sent to Chert to monitor the dwarves that delved too deep, finding an entrance to Infernia.
You know what they awoke down there.
Oh no.
Me! I was the dark thing with the whip they found.
You know what they say? Where there's a whip, there's a way. No.
In the deep pounding?
Oh,
Yours
jeez.
never did too deep.
I had to cover my mouth. I almost spat on my monitor.
Okay, so
Coming.
You're killing me,
Jared,
Smalls.
say that one more time. Okay, a vague memory of being sent to church to monitor dwarves who dug too deep, and they
Finding
found
an entrance to Infernia, which you all would know as Epherian Hell. Then you have a flash of another memory of a priestess in robes with a sun emblem on it. And you have a feeling this may have been your mother.
deep stuff. You can see the internal expression coming out on Zedish's face as they're going through these memories.
Wow. Seems like this is really connecting with you. But your task is not done. Your prize is right in the center there, and it's made for you, friend. Go ahead.
I'm gonna walk up, gonna reach in.
You reach in and you feel an object inside the orb. Your hand passes right in. And do you grab it?
Yes.
All right. You pull out an hourglass.
Okay. Is there anything?
Boars, you immediately.
particular?
This immediately is pinging magic.
Dang, that hourglass sure looks magical to me.
Oh, because it is.
Yeah.
Magic.
Well, it makes sense you wouldn't put a normal, ordinary hourglass inside of a magical contraption that scans.
It would be fun misdirection.
I guess so.
But want me to tell you what it is, or
Yes, please.
Mr. Magic Man, do you not have anything to identify magic objects? Come on,
no,
indulge me.
Them. Can't identify them.
Well,
It's always been a bit of a blind spot for me, to be honest.
Yeah, we don't have that kind of magic here.
well, this is one of my favorite belongings, but all of you seem to be in quite the need, and I like to help. Lucky you. This is a magical hourglass. It's filled with sun-kissed sand. When you activate it, it can reverse the effect of time on living beings. See where I'm hitting? It heals wounds and rejuvenates the spirit. It uses closely guarded secret. I'm not willing to let you in on this just now. But I will tell you what it does. It has one charge of that. I don't know if I don't know if that's the if I should go into the jargon, but
Yeah, go ahead.
okay. This will give you one charge of lesser restoration, one charge of greater restoration, and last but not least, one charge of healing spirit. I figure this would be really useful where you're heading. And also it looks nice.
Yes.
This is usually the part where people say thank you.
I'm a little stunned, but yes, thank you.
You see, I wouldn't be giving this to anybody, and we're not done quite yet. But I liked a lot of you, and Mara and Petra here seems to be quite fond of all of you, which is no surprise. Their brother is with you.
We like you too, Zedish's dad.
No, no.
That's what you
Mara and Petra kind of look at Boris like, what?
I will look over at Zedish and say, well, my red-skinned friend. I am certainly not your dad, but feel free to call me Daddy anytime.
I think this might be more of an uncle situation. Maybe cousin.
Oh, right.
I don't have
Zedish's dad is the
Omar
son,
Adama
and
soundboard.
the dragon
Someone-
is
Cousin,
the
brother.
son's cousin, yeah.
I think someone is letting us in on their their kinks right here. But no uncle, no cousin. But we definitely share something. But it is yours to discover, my friend. I am not here to give you all of the answers. You have your own path to walk.
Yep,
Anyways,
sure do.
all of you are down for some more fun. I have some more gifts for you if you show me your worth. Ah, come on, give me some enthusiasm.
Wenrish very kind of quickly covers the goods.
Oh, not that kind of fun, my friend. Follow me downstairs.
All right, I'll gather
No.
you up and take you back downstairs.
Not what I read.
Zedish is just gonna continue looking at the hourglass in awe and processing everything that's going on right now.
While we're walking downstairs, I'm actually going to try and talk to him a little bit.
Oh.
So, I'm glad that we were able to put to rest our concerns with Zetish, but I have a bit of another concern. Well, I admit that it might have made it a little bit easier if you had detected somebody else too.
Care to elaborate?
One of us hears things, and I think that those voices are real.
Oh, they
And
very much might be.
They are prone to fire. So I had hoped that it would be something more akin to the sun than something more akin to myself.
More akin to yourself. What do you mean?
Well, Zetish's father seems to be something nice. Something to look up to. Mine is not.
You've had quite a difficult upbringing, haven't you? You've got that look in your eyes. You've seen things. You've gone through things, haven't you?
We've all seen things. That doesn't matter when it comes to our lineage. That doesn't matter when it comes to the things that we can't necessarily run from. And my father might be the ultimate thing to try to run from. So, I guess all of this is to say that I have a friend that I hoped maybe you would have advice in helping them control their fire.
Are you scared about your friend, or are you scared for your friend?
For, never of. Never that.
Well, I think you have part of your answer here. Everybody goes through hardship. Some more than others. Most of the time, when we can't rely on ourselves, we need to rely on others. You seem like a nice fellow. I'm sure you have their back, and the rest of your troop as well. Although Uldren doesn't seem to the nicey smiley kind of type. But I'm sure all of you would have their back should they need it.
Having someone's back and them learning to control magical forces that are beyond my understanding are two simple things.
Oh, do not underestimate the power of willpower, my friend. It is much there is strength in somebody's soul.
Well, yes, but I guess I had hoped that someone with your knowledge might have something to be able to help him.
Oh, but of course. But I'm not here to give you all of your answers and all of your solutions in your hands. You've got your own path to walk. Nobody grows and nobody learns if the answer and the solutions are given outright to them. Have faith.
Rapsis kind of subconsciously rubs the inside of the wrist and goes, yeah, faith isn't necessarily the easiest thing to come by, darling. We tend to live on actions here.
And how would you define faith?
Trust in the unknown that things will turn out for the better. Trusting the unknown is not something we do easily.
Something tells me that you already know the answers to your questions. You want confirmation from me, but I do not think my answers will fully satisfy you, whatever I tell you. Deep down, you know the answer. You know where you're going, and sure, of course, there is uncertainty ahead, but look within. You'll find the strength to find your answers yourself.
Yeah. I'm afraid of that.
Everybody does. Isn't it part of things? There is beauty in challenge and in the hardship. Of course, sometimes we would much prefer not to go through those times, but you need to enjoy the process. Well, this leads me to something very interesting. Do I have everybody's attention? Did Grim just leave?
No, not Grim.
Zizzy.
He left. I'm still here.
Looks like Kelly's laptop froze.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Well,
This is the perfect timing of that, though.
Most of our attention.
My attention? Fuck no, out.
I can't have it.
Wenwish
What are you, a fae?
But
As our attention turns to Wenrish, ...
everyone slowly turns to Wenwish.
Well, now that I have measured your worth, I want to measure your value. Aropsis, I think this should start with you. I want to know where your heart lies.
Usually around
Please?
here.
You're the funny one. I like you. Take my hand, please. And I will gently grab his hand and put my other hand on top. Look at your comrades here. What is your deepest fear? No lie. I'll know.
That I'll be the death of them all.
Rog is going to turn his head and look at the reaction of the rest of the party members.
I feel like Aldrin kind of has a look of, you know, feel that kind of thing. It's kind of his worry as well. That, like, he'll drop his guard at some point and he'll get someone killed.
Rog will release the hand of Oropsis. He'll turn towards Aldrin. You look like you're connecting to that. What about you? What is your deepest fear?
He's talking to you,
I
Aldrin.
think,
Oops, sorry.
yeah. I was looking at my description to see, like, flaws and shit that I have.
Mm.
I think it would be falling back into my old ways.
Oh, don't look at me. Don't say that to me, friend. Say it to them. Louder.
The recent events have made me slip back into old habits that I would rather stay away from. And I worry that if I keep going down that path, it will only make things worse and someone else will die of it.
Is anybody in the party reacting? Seems to be especially reacting to what Aldrin just said.
Oh,
His sisters give him a hug.
Oh,
I also pat him on the side.
I'm gonna walk over to Dustin, and I'll put my hand on his shoulder and walk behind him. Put both my hand on his shoulder. I'll move my face closer to him, and I'll say, "I think you understand. You understand the task here. Tell them."
I think
What is-
honestly, Dustin has kind of gotten like the 1,000-yard stare, hearing about everybody losing their friends and what? I'm sorry. You were saying?
I think you understand me perfectly. Come on. You need to trust in your companions, and they need to know they can trust you. What is your deepest fear? Don't tell me. Tell them.
Oh, hearing you guys talking about old ways being the cause of something going horribly, horribly wrong. I've had that happen before. That's kind of why I'm here. I don't want it to happen again. So I'll always have your back.
You can feel a bit of warmth coming through out of Rog's hands in a very calming way. And I'll slowly walk towards Wenrish, and I'll put my hand on Wenrish's head and look them right straight in the eye. How tall is Wenrish, by the way?
I think we said 5'7".
All right, so I
He's a
am.
little taller.
Rog is pretty. Well, they're a halfling. Rog is a halfling, so of course, pretty small. But there is a presence to Rog that betrays his small stature. Even though he puts his hand on your head, you feel as though he's twice the size. And he looks at you and he goes, "It's your turn now."
He just kind of stands there and there's so many new things in this world that I've never experienced, never knew about, and I worry that something that I don't know is going to end up hurting the people that I care about, the people who have shown kindness. And I worry that if I don't learn faster, then more people will get hurt.
You can see Rog's expression turn into the most empathetic reaction. He's connecting. He's gonna remove his hand from your head, walk over to Boars, and he's gonna give you two gentle taps on the lower back, Boars, and he'll say,
"Hey, buddy."
"Hi. Well, you seem like the chipper type. Usually they're the ones that are the most secretive, but not today. I'm not listening. Act as if I'm not here. Look in the eyes of your comrades. Let them know they can trust you. What is your deepest fear?"
Well, I guess my deepest fear is being alone. And you all found me, and I've been helping you out ever since. And I'm just glad to be a part of it and be along for the ride. So, yeah, I guess my fear is being alone in this world. And I'm so thankful for y'all to keep me company.
Rog shakes his head and walks directly to Zedish. And last but not least, what about you?
I've always seen myself as a protector, but people judge me before they know me because of what I am. I don't want to fight for somebody who doesn't understand me when all I want to do is protect them. So that makes me angry. And if I may become a monster for real.
Rog will turn his head towards Mara and Petra, with a single tear running down his eye, but he's got a very sweet smile in his face. What do you think, girls? Are they worth?
I think they're worthy. Yes.
I think this deserves a group hug. Come on.
Arapsis will rush in and like try and pull everybody in.
Finally!
Bum rush the hugs.
Get in here, Chad. Dustin.
Purposely
Everybody.
trying to make sure Wenrish doesn't let themselves be on the outside.
Oh no, Wenrich has to be in the middle of everything.
This is a lot of touch.
The armor, it pinches.
I don't like these challenges.
We're just hugging it out. It's okay.
Aldrin,
It's okay to get in your feels.
would it be okay if we touched beards? I promise not to make it weird.
I feel like I would have to lean down a bit.
Get in here. And I give Aldrin a big hug, and our beards intermesh. Then I turn
We have
around
now-
to Dustin and I go, now it's
We
your
have now
turn,
become
buddy.
one being.
Now you'll be Your beards have become one. You must cut a lock and braid it into each other's beards.
It's like in the, the
Forrest
pre-sequel
cuts a
of the
small
thing.
lock of his beard off for each of his bearded companions, and then looks at his unbearded companions and goes, y'all want one too?
Arapsis will snap a rose off from their head and put it in Borz's beard.
Oh, thank you. You've got no idea how long I've been waiting for you to do that. I hand him a lock of my beard. That lock of my beard.
He just kind of they just put it in their pocket. They're like, okay. I'll save that for later.
You can weave something out of it.
Wolven
I feel like Bulls weaving
Dwarf
his
beard
fucking beards
felt
with everyone else.
is actually a valuable trade good, so.
Known for its softness.
Yep. All of my socks are made of my own beard.
Wow.
God.
All I'm picturing with the fucking beard meshing is that pre-sequel of The Thing, when, the Thing kind of like merge faces with one of the guys.
Oh yeah.
Merging of beards.
We have now become one being.
All I'm thinking of is ducking.
Nope.
No.
It's
No.
beard
No.
docking.
No. No. Bad nerf.
Face docking, what?
Bad nerf.
Beard docking. It is different.
Yes. If you don't know what that is, it's better I not explain it.
Who's on the outside?
I feel like Winwish wouldn't know what it is, so it would have to
No,
be
Winrich would
explained.
not know what docking is. No.
Wait, there's something else to his docking?
Someone else
When
knows what
two
docking is? Yes.
penises love each other very much.
It just so happens I have a book about that. If somebody's interested.
I'm not even surprised.
Well,
I feel like that wasn't even in character. No, telling us he has a book about docking.
oh yeah, it's my in real life library that's bleeding through the game.
Uh-huh.
He points to it and it just has a picture of two ships on the front of it.
Exactly. Well, I wish I had a
Beginning
more.
to think this guy was not, in fact, a good dragon.
Yeah, it's all relative. Well, I wish I had a more theatrical way of giving
I
you
see what you
your
did there.
your next gift, but well, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. And Rog will walk over to the other room for a couple of seconds. You will hear a bit of rummaging, and he'll come back right after, holding a crown, and he will hand the crown to Petra, and will say, "Huh, you decide who this goes to. Mara, I'll let you explain it as well. I've talked enough today."
Petra hands the crown to Aldrin. It is a regal crown crafted of pure sunlight. She says, legend speaks of the wearer gaining insights to the cyclical nature of existence and the ability to harness the power of daylight. Basically, it allows you to cast Sunbeam and Daylight, but it requires attunement by someone of Sun or Moon Elf heritage.
Oh, how convenient.
How convenient.
Hopefully, this my trinkets will help you on your quest.
All right.
But this is about all I can offer to you at the moment.
So, quick question about that, because I've recently decided very good at not being seen when there's...
Sorry, you cut out there, Grim. What was that?
Oh, God damn it.
Gotta love you.
I think it's... Yeah, it's Discord fucking me up. Hold on, I've got it back.
Bye, Grim. Hi, Grim.
Okay, that's just I've recently discovered that I'm very good at not being seen in darkness. Is there a way for this to kind of harness light in a way that it doesn't show it? Like it takes the light away, maybe? Or is it just projecting light? It's very good, don't get me wrong. I'm just looking for a way to...
Don't look a gift magic crown in the mouth now.
Well, like I said, it's a very good gift. I really appreciate it.
The entire time you're doing this, like Arapsis is almost like vibrating in the back. You're a princess now, Aldrin.
Well, I haven't spoken to any birds yet, so let's...
So, Daylight, you
Speak
can
to
cast
the
60
trees.
feet. So, Daylight, you can cast 60 feet away from you in a 60-foot sphere.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then Sunbeam.
You speak to the trees. You're a princess.
Is a
Sunbeam
60-foot,
gives you a panic button.
5-foot wide, 60-foot long beam out of yourself.
Okay.
So, if you would like to add the Crown of Solar Ascendance, it'll be...
With a name like that, I definitely would, yes.
And then Zenish, add the Sandglass of Solar Renewal.
I am definitely... If we have the time, I'm definitely taking the time to attune to this.
All right.
And the entire time you attune, Arapsis is going to be in the background going, princess.
And now I'm looking at feats when we get to level 4, so I can have control flame, so I can turn lights off.
I'm putting the item pictures in chat.
Yep.
I'm a pretty princess.
You're a fucking princess. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, arguments are invalid.
Headcanon accepted. It's done.
All I'm thinking is fucking gamer poop. I'm a pretty fucking princess.
I I'm thinking of Matt Mercer going, "I am the prettiest princess," and doing the cackle. All right, you guys, we will go ahead and wrap it there. Thank you, Nerve, for joining us.
Thank you for
I
having
was just
me.
about to put that one in, Ryan.
That was so fun.
All right, let's go find someone to raid. If you guys, I'm gonna deafen you guys. I'm gonna deafen myself for just a moment, and I'll be right back. All right, everyone, thank you so much for coming for another episode of Efferia Unshattered. We're gonna go raid out to Catmaster, who is painting some minis, well, along with Cephalopod Studios, good friend of the channel. As always, friendos, don't forget to love each other. Please take care of yourselves. We'll see you guys on the flip side. We'll be back in 2 weeks with more of the Black Sheep. Next week is the Shepherds. I'll be back tomorrow with more mini painting. Have a good night, everyone.